Hey, this is Joddie Taylor of SnackySays.com. Welcome back to my podcast, the SnackySays podcast. So today I am chatting about April Hahn's Slim Arms in 30 Days workout. It's an 8-minute workout, beginner-friendly, standing. I'm chatting about this because I just finished the 30 days yesterday as of this recording. And so it's a good time to review. Let's start at the end. Do I recommend it? Yes. I highly recommend this workout. Arms, it's the whole kit and caboodle. So it's your biceps, your shoulders, triceps. She has a little bit of something for everything. In 8 minutes, 8 moves, 45 seconds per move, I think like a 10-second break. What makes this workout stand out? For me, I have done a lot of arms workouts over the years, like several years. They're kind of my favorite. I'm not really sure why, but I like working out. I love Arms Day. It's my favorite. I love Arms Day. So I have a lot of experience with these workouts. Even so, baby. The first day I was making all these faces and I felt some muscles I didn't know I had in my arms. That alone, I say try it. If you're like me and you think like, I've done plenty of different arms workouts. She hit spots and angles that I obviously haven't been hitting. So results. What about my results? Well, I am shocked to report that my arms are not slimmer. And I feel like that's 150% user error because that's how good, to me, this workout is. Go ahead and try it. Even if you don't do 30 days, try it at least once. I think it's worth your time. So here are my theories on why my arms didn't get slimmer. Number one, I say slimmer. She says slim arms in 30 days. And I'm going to get into clickbaity. Well, let me do that first. So the whole reason why I did this challenge, which is the first time I've done something like this, with the intention to make a podcast episode about it, I share workouts from time to time, exactly like this, where it's like, really, Joddie? It's a little clickbaity. Yes, really, dear reader or listener, really. I share them because I've done them, I enjoy them, and I think you might like them too. I think they give great results. Now, mileage may vary. I've said before, I've done Yuka Sagawa, also a very similar name. Let me see. Do I have it here? Yeah, it says Slim Arms. That's Yuka Sagawa's, and I'll put she has actually quite a few videos that say Slim Arms, but I'll put the link in the show notes. I've done this video, ad nauseum, like so many times over the last year and a half. This fall will be 2 years, I think, since I started doing these this Yuka Sagawa workout. I highly recommend it. It's in my top 5, as is now April Hahn's. So let me give you the reasoning behind sharing these again, just to bring it on home. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'd like for you to understand like why I share it, even though it is clickbaity. It's because you will get results. When will you get the results? If you're like me, maybe not in 30 days, but you'll get them. You'll get something out of it. Like, I feel like my arms look slimmer when I look at it in real life. I actually don't see it in photos, and the measurements say there has been no change. But I feel stronger, and I learned something new. My arms feel stronger, and I learned something new. I actually did it again today. Today's day 31 for me. So my theories on why there was no change for me personally. Number one, maybe I'm just a slow burner. Maybe I am, right? Meaning, she says 30 days, maybe it'll take me 60 to see a difference. Number two, user error. For the first week, for sure, my form was not on point. The very first day I did it, there are 8 moves, 3 or 4 of the moves, meaning half, were to failure. So I couldn't do the entire series of movements for 45 seconds straight. It was like 10 seconds, stop, 10 seconds, stop, like that. It was like I did it as long as I could, and then I stopped and started over. And then third, this might be my life now. Maybe my arms are, I didn't give you my measurement. So my right arm is 11 inches, and my left arm is 11 and a half inches. maybe this is my life now. Maybe this is the size of my arms. So in my case, maybe I'm just working out to work out for my arm health and strength. I went digging in the crates. I have some data. I went back 15 plus years and looked at my weight and my arm measurements. So for example, I have where is it? Here. So here is January 2nd, 2012. Yes. 10 plus years ago. I weighed in at 159.2 pounds, and my arms, why, they were each 11.5. Yesterday, I weighed in at 151 pounds. Today, I weighed in at 150 pounds. So yeah, that's 8-9 pounds difference. And yet my arms are what they were like 10 years ago at 159 pounds. Make of that what you will. I found one where I was 161 pounds and my arms were 10.75, I think. And then I was 155 pounds and my arms were 10.5. Yeah, man, maybe this is my life now. I don't know. Let's look at some more recent data, because all of those numbers I just gave you were from 10 plus years ago. More recently, 2013, my arms were 13 inches and I was, 179 pounds, 175 pounds. And then in 2022, they were 12 inches. And then 2023, what we see here, one is 11, one is 11 and a half. And that has happened on and off. I'd say about half the time through the years. One side of my body measures a quarter to a half inch larger or smaller than the other half. It just happens sometimes. Did I want to say anything else about that? Yes. So this data, I go through phases where I measure myself every 3 to 4 months, or like the last 3 years, it was like once a year, but I have a data point that corresponds with weight. So if you're interested in collecting data for your fitness journey, if you're like me and you like to look back and be like, well, the last time this happened, or when I weighed X amount, what were the measurements like? If you're just curious, here's how I did it. Various ways. So I actually have some photos that I printed out, and on the back of the photos, they're all my measurements. I also would take a photo, email it to myself, and type in the measurements. I also, which is what I've been doing more recently, like the last 3 years or 4 years, I just write it in my fitness journal, and like 3 years will fit on one page. So the fitness journal with 2021, 2022, and 2023, it's like 3 or 4 fitness journals ago. I have paper fitness journals. I keep saying I'm going to move to digital, but it hasn't happened. A case for moving to digital is, like me, I get to a point, like in 2019, I threw away the fitness journals that I had compiled for the last, at that point, I think it was like 4 years. Right? I kept some things, obviously. And if you have an app that compiles that where you can add this data, like I have a phone that has some data, I didn't even pull up everything because I know I have another couple of notebooks. I kind of save things where it's like combined, even if I throw out, because I really need to know how I was feeling 5 years ago when I did a workout? No. But it is interesting because I did come across some notes like that. And I was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, this isn't related to arms, but you know what else I came across in looking up this data? I used to take a picture every day to send to my friend Alicia to prove that I worked out. Accountability buddy. And eventually, this was heavily in 2017 and 2018, at the end of the week, I put those pictures together and put them in a grid, and I'd put the week. It was really cute. I might start doing that again. That's something that you can do. And it's interesting because some of them you could tell, like, I just woke up. I probably was working out for like 30 minutes, an hour. I still look like I just woke up. Some of them I had my hula skirt on because some days I just practiced Hawaiian hula. That was my workout, like a warm up. And then I danced. That was my workout. I will say, compared to now, I had way more variety in my workouts a few years ago. I want to get back to that. I want to put more variety because, like, in 1 week you see like 2 pictures outdoors. So I went hiking, 3 at-home workouts, 2 hula lessons, way more variety. or a combination. So I had days where I did go hiking, but I had my workout in the morning. Okay, that was kind of an aside, but what I want you to get from that is variety is the spice of life. And I would encourage you to collect data. I find it very, very interesting. And you can do it, measurements, you could do it via the scale, you could do it via photos. And it doesn't even have to be, you don't have to get like in a bikini, whatever, and take a photo every week like Keisha Collins, which I love that idea too. But it's to give you a well-rounded sense of what's going on. Like sometimes I get on the scale and I'm like, well, yeah, maybe the scale isn't saying what I want, but I feel good. And I have learned to admit, like, no matter what the scale is saying, the important thing is, where is my energy level? How was my workout today? How am I feeling? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So to wrap up here, mileage may vary. I still highly recommend this workout. I'm still doing it. I might do it for another 30 days and another 30 days. April Han's Slim Arms workout has something like, actually, I'll look and tell you, 112 million views, over 30,000 comments. And all the comments I saw were really positive, and if I were to write a comment, mine would be positive too. I recommend it. My other, my top 5 workouts, April Han for arms, slim arms in 30 days. Yuka Sagawa, she has a lot of slim arms, but I'm going to workouts, and I've done a bunch of them, but I'm going to share the one that I do a lot. And then Emmy Wong, this is called 10-minute exercise and stretch for shoulders, neck, and the collarbone area. These 3 workouts that I just mentioned all have millions and millions of views, and I guess there's a reason. I love these. I recommend them. I can tell you for sure, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Emmy Wong, this video, and Yuka Sagawa's video, they're single-handedly responsible for me having such a great range of motion in my shoulders, which I didn't have before I started doing those 2 workouts. Not advertised, but that's what I got from them. The other 2 workouts I want to recommend is one from Mountain Dog. The YouTube channel is Mountain Dog 1, and it's a YouTube short. It says World's Best Shoulder Exercise 6 Ways. I think I've only been doing this about 2 months. I love it. I use a much lighter weight than he uses in the video. He's using 10 pounds. I use 3 pounds, and I recently started using 5 pounds. Throw this into your arm workout. This is just one move, so you can easily throw it into your arm workout that you're already doing. And then the last one is from Eugene Tao, How to Train Shoulders at Home. This video single-handedly changed how I thought about my mid-delts because I hadn't thought about them at all. And thanks to this video, I've incorporated this move into my arm workouts. And I would say I saw a difference after about 3 months for sure. And at this point, it's probably been... I think I started doing this move right around the time of Emmy and Yuka. And those 3 videos, I'm going to backpedal a bit. These 3 videos single-handedly helped me with my shoulders definition and range of motion, I think. And I started out, with him, I started out, I think, 5 pounds. And now I do 8 pounds. And if my shoulders are a little achy, I might do 3 pounds, but that is very, very rare, maybe only once or twice. So those are my top 5. Shoulder moves, arm workouts. I'll put all the links in the show notes. And I just want to end, again, if you ever see me sharing clickbaity videos, workout videos, there's a reason. They're good. Do they need to have these titles and images? I don't think so. But that's not my business. I don't know why they do it because the proof is in the pudding. These workouts are most excellent, and I'll only share workouts that I truly believe are excellent and that I have done. The only exception to that is a couple of times I've shared workout videos from Millionaire Hoy that I haven't done because I shared something that I've done on his Hoy Pro app. And I couldn't find the same exact video on his YouTube. So I share another workout of his that is similar. Okay. Whew. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Thank you for listening. I hope you try all of these workouts out, these arm workouts and routines. I've been doing them and I love them. I hope that this is helpful. I hope this gives you an insight as to, again, why I share them and why I continue to share them. I really don't know what the thought process is or psychology. Maybe it's just a marketing thing, because the titles are enhancing and the images are a bit exaggerated. But I'm actually okay with that. It's kind of like, don't judge a book by its cover. If I'm remotely interested, I always click and watch the video. Two of these videos, by the way, one, Yuka Sagawa's video, she's Japanese and speaks Japanese in the video, and April Han speaks Chinese. Use the subtitles. That's what I do. If you happen to be studying Japanese or Chinese, this is awesome because it will help with your comprehension. But if not, just read along or watch in advance, read along for tips, and like play music if you want. But yeah, I love these videos. Okay, let me end here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. This is Joddie Taylor of SnackySays. You can find my podcast at joddie.substack.com. So if you enjoyed this episode or any of my episodes, please check me out at Joddie, JODDIE.substack.com. Thank you so much for listening. If you try any of these workouts, please let me know. Whether you decide to try them for 1 day, 30 days, or more, I would love to hear about your results. Thanks again.